Welcome back, everybody. Today is a complete mystery day. I have no idea really what's going to happen, and that's what's happening on Ranching Sodak. How you feeling today? Good? You look good. Nice and sunny out today. So it's been raining a lot again. Pretty much every day or every other day it's been raining. Today's not gonna rain, but tomorrow it is. We got a few cows to haul, just a few oddballs left to haul. We're gonna do that. I got another calf that I tried to put on a cow last night, didn't work. He's actually got mastitis in one quarter, I noticed. Not terrible, but it was hard. So I kind of milked her out a little bit, but we're gonna sell her, get her out of here. That'll maybe be tomorrow. There's a sale Thursday, and then I might sell one of these calves. I'm not sure, because we don't have any cows around here anymore. All the cows are out to grass, except for what's in the lot, and we're gonna do that today. We got some company coming later today for about a week's stay. We'll probably get to meet those guys on the channel a little bit. Not sure how much they want to be on film, but we'll kind of let you know what's up with that. So I got to do a little more weed whipping and lawn mowing. Potentially some fencing today for the next group of cows. So this little guy, you guys haven't met him yet. Not sure what the story was. I think he's a twin because he was out with these old cows. We brought them all up. I found him in the trees. He'd sucked something, and but everybody had a calf and nobody wanted him. So we kind of bounced him around a little bit, looking for a mom. Nothing. Left him out here. Nothing. So we fed him a couple days, and now I tried to put him on a cow last night, like I said. Red cow over there. He's an extra. Here, buddy. You hungry? Stretching. That's a good sign. They get up and stretch. It means they're feeling okay. He was kind of loose after being fed a bottle first day. Yeah, we're buddies. He's nice and shiny, and he seems like he's gonna be okay. I got no use for him right now with no cows left, so we're gonna keep a calf around while we have these folks visiting us. A younger kid coming, so we want a little bottle calf action for him while he's here. But then after that, I think we'll sell and get him cleaned out of here. Kind of make him follow me. I think we'll put him back in the pen with that red one. Pretend like I'm a cow grazing. Got your buddy back. That's what you call eating on the run. It trains them to follow you a lot better. You give them a little slurp now and then. Hey, buddy. Remember each other? Yeah. Goo goo gaga. Why was I talking like a baby? Whoa, breach security. Good thing we were here. Could have had a catastrophe. Come on in, bud. I kind of think I'm gonna get some new bottles, new nipples. These are getting to be a couple 3 years old, and the holes are so big, it just pours out of there, which is not ideal. Here. No, over here. Leave them alone for a second. Red one's like a week older or better, a little more aggressive. Okay, boys and girls. I think they're both girls. All right, with the flooring project in the house done and the kids all moved out, we are kind of cleansing and cleaning and whatnot. So we gotta put this stuff back together. Time lapse. With all the rain, we've been able to burn our garbage pretty much anytime we want to, so that's good. Clean up a little bit, then I gotta put a battery charger on that lawnmower. Warp speed. So my battery on this lawnmower is toast. I shouldn't say the battery is. Like the Magneto or the stator. I think it's not an alternator. These have like I think they're called a stator. But anyway, must have a short in a wire or something, because I bought a new stator and it didn't help it. As soon as you plug it in, it blows a fuse. So anyway, I'm gonna put this trickle charger on it. Hopefully I can mow after dinner. The battery's up underneath the floor, but this cable here that goes right to your starter, or to your solenoid, this is your hot line. So you can just hook on right there, and then this is just a ground. So you don't have to uncover your battery every time. We'll see if that works. Yeah, pick up a few more mineral sacks for garbage, then we'll hook up the trailer. Planted some trees last night. Had a couple apple trees and then willows and cottonwoods in some low spots. So we got that done last night. Should be a good spring for trees, wet as it is. I did take out a bunch of salt and mineral the other day to these cows. We got them in their groups. Okay, I gotta put the camera down. Well, since we've got a lot of rain and the grass is really going, I sorted off them cows last time that I was going to sell. A couple of real late bred ones, almost a fall bred cow. I think I've changed my mind. I'm going to pull them back out of that pen and turn them to grass and keep them. We'll put them in that pasture where we can catch them and sell them if need be. The way it looks, we'll have plenty of grass. We'll separate the calves off of these cows, put the calves in the front of the trailer. It's quite a ride. I mean, if it was 5 miles, I'd just run them all together, but it's like these guys are getting ready to do some cattle work today. Out you go. Greener pastures. Doesn't take much to beat this lot. See the CAN there? I bought that cow from Canada in 2014, so she's got a little age to her. Her bag's finally getting to the point where it's too big. The calf didn't need any help. She's in really good shape. Last time, for me anyway. I was hoping I could go one day without getting the bottom of my pants all muddy. Go on down there. So we got a calf that went on that side and we got a calf trapped in the gate. Nice! And that one decided not to go in there. So we got 0 out of 3. There you go. Yeah, you're mothery, aren't you? You like them. Let Sparky chase these a little bit. No calves on them. Kind of wish she wouldn't bark. Okay, that's enough. Good girl. That one I know had a dead calf. This one I thought I saw riding. I think she's open. This one was preg checked 2 times and they say she's bred. Showing a little bit of sign of it now. This is the one that we pulled the calf off that was starving and he ended up dying. He never had a good start and just kind of hung on for a couple weeks, and she's a knucklehead. She's kind of not good to be around. I was thinking that cow in the back might be bred late. She really shows no sign of being bred either. I really think we're down to just one. Just that one right there. Ultimately, we want all the cows out of here. We'll load the calves first. For your own safety. No. No. 4 head down there, and then this one will go tomorrow. We'll take you to Sisseton Livestock, which is 37-8 miles away, and we'll sell these cows there. Then we'll be down to 2 bottle calves at home. That's it. Let's pull this up to the yard, talk to Mrs. Sassy Pants. I want to give them calves a shot. So I got them caught. I'm gonna give them their shot, a couple shots actually, and then we'll band them if there's a bull in there. Hello? Can I come in? I will get a bander. Keep an eye on him. do they behave? Okay, we're out of here. Just about there. Another 3 miles, but while we wait, let's go check out Tolstoy. See what's happening at DF Cattle Mats. Link down below, dfcattlemats.com. Paid sponsorship of today's video. Here we go. What's up, guys, and welcome to Dane's World. As you can see behind me, Dane's World is full of tires currently, which is great. So we got some mats to build. I've been cutting tires this week all by myself. I've actually only built 8 mats this week. Didn't work on Monday, it was Memorial Day. Been dinking around, went and got a load of tires yesterday. Been doing it all myself. My main man Gregory hasn't showed up. Hopefully he's getting here today and you guys will be able to meet Gregory. If you haven't already seen the shop, this is the shop. It's a lean-to on a good friend of mine now, Jack's building. I'm renting it from him, working in here. It's out here in Tolstoy, South Dakota, which is out by Bowdle. Today we're actually building a custom mat. It's a 6x10. It's going all the way to California to a guy named Pasture, I believe is how you say his last name. We're gonna be building that today on the table. I'll probably need to cut a few tires right now for myself, and then hopefully Gregory can show up here in the next hour or two and cut some more tires and let me keep working this afternoon. But I'm gonna get to cutting a few tires, get them diced up, throw them out, and then get to building this mat for Jared, and we're gonna get it loaded up and hopefully ship it out on Monday. Stay tuned, folks. We're gonna get after it on this mat. Gregory's here, guys, the main tire cutter. Oh yeah, he's gonna tear into them today. I'm finally ready to build this mat. Got these spliced up, laid out. So we're gonna get to work on this. GoPro might die, so that's epic. Well, guys, the camera died and we got the mat done, obviously, as you can see right there. That one's going out to California right there. So it's done. It's going to get on a pallet, hopefully get out here on Monday morning. Got a couple more mats done today. Went good. Gregory showed up, cut a few tires, got some work done. Don't forget, if you guys want a free shout out, all you got to do is buy a mat, and then it's technically free and you get the mat. So I'll give you a shout out if you order one online. Link down below. Go check it out. Back to Matty Ice's world. Here we are. So we got 9 down here before. I've been down here a couple days, but we got a really nice corral down here, and this is about not quite halfway to Aberdeen where we sell stuff. This pasture works great to bring the oddball stuff. We'll graze it. I usually stock it pretty full. This year it's not going to be very full, but then we can scoop up and sort and pull off a few cows and sell them real easy because of that nice corral. And then, like I say, we're halfway to Aberdeen, so it works out good. I had to put a new water tank in here. The other one had some rust holes in the bottom, so that was Jerome. He had a busy Sunday. I think it was last Sunday he had to do that. Oh, it's your ride. You guys are chilling, huh? You guys want to jump out the side door? Huh? Uh-oh. Mommy's looking for you. looks good, huh? This looks way nicer than that dirt pen you were in. There you go, guys. This is a good move. Get them the heck out of there. They're going to do so much better. Even if they got a questionable bag, laying on grass all day, cleaning it, the bag's going to be clean. The calf's going to be in good shape. You won't have to hunt for food. Needs to happen. It needed to happen. Oh, there, another white one. For crying out loud. He's pretty fresh. Neat. All right, let's get this mineral thrown off and get out of here. This is a mineral, salt mineral mix, what we feed everything. But what's interesting about this pasture, the salt or the alkaline level in the soil down here is super high. The water is the same. It's on a rural water system, so it's not the water. The grass and the ground is full of salt. I'll bet you a nickel that they won't eat that one bag of salt mineral mix the entire season. I can't get them to eat any of it because they get all their salt requirements from the grass, or at least they tell themselves that, or whatever. They're not hungry for salt ever down here. All right, let's head her home. There, can you see that big white spot right there? This is just the pastures right there. So this ground, and the pasture is actually lower ground than this farm field is kind of why it became pasture. But that's all salt. It's always there, it's always coming up, and the plants are always taking it up. So that's the reason why we can't get them to eat any salt at this pasture. Well, we're about up the hill here now. I had to get some groceries and such for Mrs. Sassy Pants. And then what are we gonna do this afternoon? I gotta regroup. We got some fencing to do. We gotta make a plan. Did you come up with a plan yet? It's supposed to rain tomorrow again. Fertilizer plant just called me and said they are gonna be able to spray the barley fields today if they're not too wet, which I think they can do it if they take it easy and dodge a few water holes. So we'll get that checked off the list. It's too wet to even start trying to work some of that ground. We're gonna just have to let this next system go through and make another plan to try to get, because we still got 100 acres of corn we got to get planted when the weather does get, when the ground gets fit. Shout out Sean. I think we should get the weed whacker out, and we should weed whack all this stuff around my fencing stuff. Well, I see Farmer Tyler Ranch does time lapses of him mowing weeds down, so I'm gonna do this area here. You guys get to watch me. I had to have Mrs. Sassy Pants teach me how to put the string in. I think this is actually Cordell's weed eater. Thanks, Cordell. Well, that's enough of that for a little bit. Let's go check some fence. There were 2 young cows out yesterday, trapped in the double fence. One was out in the CRP. I think we should go check and see if that got straightened out, and then we'll check some fence in front of them, because in a couple days it'll be June 1st and I'm gonna open the gate. Introduce you to Chester. If you were here last year, this bad boy, this actually needs to go back over to the farm. It's an old golf cart trailer I got for a couple $100 about 6-7 years ago, and she doesn't owe me a dime. Nice unit. Said they could come spray the barley. I was gonna walk out in here and see how muddy it was. Oh boy, it is definitely tacky underneath, but there's a lot of barley here. Nice and thick. Really not that many weeds, but I mean in the bare spots there's some coming. Yeah, it's yeesh. Yeah, these bare spots, there's lots of pig weeds and stuff coming. And of course these dandelions have already, they're huge. It needs to be sprayed. She's shiny. It's muddy. 50 or 120 foot booms, so not gonna be that many passes. Over this hill uphill is where that couple cows were at. We got to go out and see. Got some new staples. Well, we got her out of the CRB. Now she's over in the pasture where we're gonna go, but I want her to go back where she's supposed to be and look for her calf. So I got the gate open by the pickup there. Well, if you zoom in there, she's still going. Now she's got to get up to that gate, and I don't want to go to the left or go around the slough to draw her attention back to the north. So I'm just sitting still. Well, small miracle. There's the cow and there's the two calves. One of them's not hers, but they could have been out in that CRP, which is like 260 acres. And they came back into this double gate where they got in. I got her opened up and I got that junk set up, and then that wire going across the hole. We'll go drive back down along here, get behind them, and kind of bump them this way. Well, this ain't worth the crap. I wanted to get around them. Frick. I got stuck. I got to get around them. The best place to get around them is close to the fence, which I didn't want to go. That last one it's not his mom. He's getting hungry. He's been out here for a couple days, and now freaking mom's nowhere to be found. Not a trap. There you go. There you go. Put her in high gear. Well, that gate's closed up there, so we'll fix this fence back up, and then we'll have to scooch up around over there and open it up and let her in. Remind me to put some gloves in the four-wheeler and each pickup. That was pretty not fun. Funny how she can see that calf laying there in the grass. Yeah, this is the fence here. Yeah, you're gonna have to go to the gate. Knucklehead. Go to the gate. There you go. There you go. Would have been nice to bump him once that other cow was here, but dang, cow was kind of going the wrong way. Get some speed going through the fence. And he juked me. He wants to go to the gate, he said. Well, he's in here. I'm gonna shut this gate, and then I'm gonna go get those cows there and go over and get those cows and get them all shoved into that small junk pile pasture, because they got to get paired up. There's a couple, 2, 3 that have been out of whack, so I want to get them paired up before I send them into that next big pasture. She's got a super bad foot or what? I'm not sure what's going on there. Here's I took that whole dugout mound on the west side, and I put a culvert in there and raised the level of the dugout and brought all that mound around and made us a crossing, because the slough goes the entire length of the pasture all the way back to where we started. This is the only way to cross, or they go across that big ridge over there where we sent them few cows. I think that's the calf right there nursing that cow from the backside that we just bumped up out of the pasture. Sparky, get back. I need to bring some more dirt over, probably keep peeling off of that mound or take some off of this one and really build it up and then extend it out because it gets muddy over there. So we raised it probably 2.5 feet or better, and she's still, this is kind of like our overflow, so she's full. Well, here's my my first casualty of range cabbing that I found. By the looks of the hooves, the calf was really big, and she must have had trouble having it, and that's what happens. When I tell people my cows only have troubles one time, this was her one time. So she's going to be dry, and that's the only time I'll have that cow, was this chance. So I want to check this fence here because, well, I haven't yet this year, for one. And I think there's a spot that's loose, or I know it's loose, but I think there's a spot that's broke at the low spot up over the hill. And then there's a double fence over there, some CRP they can get into. So that's what we're gonna do before we head out. Then we gotta go get this pasture ready. Found some gloves in the pickup, so that's good. I'm not sure, this is kind of like a kid glove here, which is fine. We'll drive along it on the way down on my right hand side, but I want to fence from this side so it's easier to hop on and off, and that's how I like to run the throttle. Sit side saddle when we're fencing. They look broke here. I gotta find some splicing wire. Got a little splicing wire. Thought I had a piece in there, but I remember using it for the my ground wire. So, well, it keeps coming, so it's telling me that it's got to break down farther. So I'm gonna add about 2 feet of wire, and then we'll go down and try to find that. She's broke again down here, so hopefully now, since we added some wire, we'll be able to stretch her all the way tight and then tie it off. The reason we can do that is this is all wood and all big staples, so the wire doesn't get caught on the post. I drove out in there and got that stapled, but the next 2 wires are completely rusted and shot, so I need to go back to pickup and get me a couple of pretty good chunks of probably the whole spool and a rod, and pull 2 new wires through all this slough area to get her tightened up. Well, the lawnmower wouldn't start with our battery charger trick. Anyways, I might leave it on there overnight, see what it does tomorrow. Tomorrow we're taking some cows to sale barn to Siston, so I'll bring you along for that. See, the co-op is spraying the barley. We can go over and take a quick peek at that maybe. That's got all the water and the chemicals and such on there. So they must have got her. It's almost 7 o'clock and it's been windy and drying all day long, so doesn't look too bad at all. You can't see in the GoPro, but did a nice job. We are gonna have 2 really nice fields of barley if we don't have any hiccups here moving forward. Oh, I'm kind of excited about that. Should really kill them weeds. That's a 2,4-D. Been around a long time. Real common broadleaf control herbicide, and that won't have much residual after a couple weeks. So let's say 6 weeks from now, we'll be cutting it, and then I want to plant millet right behind it. And this 2,4-D will be long gone. There'll be no residual at all. So anyways, blah, blah, blah. Let's do this. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.